Morning everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Jan Kjellstrand. I'm a dairy farmer from Saskatchewan, Canada. It is November 26th today, and for some reason we are hauling liquid manure. It's minus 17 this morning, degrees Celsius. It's foggy, and it's just a real cold morning. All of the custom crew equipment is sitting there, about to get it started up here. Their crawler is in the pit. Left it there overnight. It's kind of the best way to keep it from freezing up. We had this thing stirred up, but it's all a sheet of ice again. It just froze the crust. I'm sure it's not too thick, but it is, you can see it's noticeably quite frozen. It is getting cold out here. So, couple things about our pit. I always get questions. It's a 2 million gallon pit. And we will fill this thing at least 2 times, maybe 2.1 or 2.2 times a year. So it's 10 feet deep. We'll fill this thing like 21 or 22 foot a year. Is how the math works out. That's roughly once every 6 months if it was completely full to completely empty. We do it more often though. It's a little more comfortable. I still get questions about what the heck this thing is, the Neline Lagoon crawler. The reason why we use it is because we have sand bedding in the freestall barn. The reason we have sand bedding is because it's inorganic, really good bedding for cows. But then it ends up in our pit because we don't have sand reclamation, and sand sinks to the bottom of this pit. And you can't get it out with a regular pump, so you employ this thing in the pit, and it shoots a jet of liquid manure at the bottom, and it makes it swirl around in the liquid, and it gets it suspended, and then you can pump it out. So that's literally what this thing is. It's because we have sand bedding. So yeah, these cold starts this morning should be pretty gnarly. I'm gonna try and make sure I get them on video. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Sheesh. been hauling for a little bit here. They just thawed the boat out. They left it in the pit overnight, and it obviously froze around it, and there was some stuff frozen on the boat, so they were just tiger torching that. Got it going, so she's back to breaking ice, agitating them solids off of the bottom so we can pump them out. 3 tanks are running right now, R1 and then 2 of theirs. We're gonna try to get their 3rd one going, which is their noon quad tank, magnum tank I think they call it. It's like the 2 that are towed behind each other. There's a line frozen in there, so I'm gonna try help them out with our pressure washer, and we have a special bit that's made for opening lines up. We're gonna see if we can get her figured with that. So that's the one we're gonna try thaw out. We're just gonna lead them to the pressure washer shed. What a beast that thing is. We stuck that line into the front. This is that bit. Just got a tiny hole in the front and then 3 out the back, pulls itself along, and it's made for unplugging lines.
Steve is getting close to that bend.
Yeah, I think you're right at the last bend here. Yeah, real soon. Yeah, so this is the line that's frozen.
Is it hot water? Nope.
We're gonna get some clips of that quad tank going, the tandem tanks there. Look at this, it is 4 in the afternoon and it is still just pure foggy. That is really unusual. Usually the fog clears, but it's as foggy as it was this morning. There's been like 0 wind. The frost is still fully on the trees. It's such a weird day. That is a gnarly setup. This is the storage room in the cheese building. Figured I'd show this. They're still busy up here. This will be storage for cardboard boxes for shipping. We got some spare planks for the cheese storage room. I imagine cheese coating, anything cheese related that needs to be stored, parked somewhere, will be here. It's on the second floor, obviously. We'll just bring everything up with the lift that we have in this building. That's why this hole in the floor is here. And then right below it is the distribution room. So that'll be where the cheese is cut, packaged, sent out, prepared for if we have an on-farm shop eventually, which we're probably going to do sooner than later. So yeah, that's what this room is looking like. Don't imagine you guys will ever see it again, so might as well show it.
I haven't been up here yet.
You can make a house in this room, man.
Yeah, you could. We should.
It would be a nice house.
It would be an amazing little apartment, yeah.
Yep. Oh. All right, we're at the lagoon. They have parked the boat in the corner over there. It doesn't float anymore. And it's getting close. It's getting close to empty, so that is great news. Fog has kind of backed off a little bit. It's kind of rolling in and out. But right now it's pretty clear, so that is great news. Yeah, they couldn't quite break the ice on this side, so that's a little unfortunate. There is going to be some solids underneath that don't get cleared out, but I think we're late enough where it shouldn't matter. We should be able to store all the liquid manure until next spring, so we're stoked that it has gotten this low at this point. It's been cold. It's going to get cold tonight again. It's already cold again, so this is brutal work to be doing when it's this temperature, but they're getting her done, so that's all that counts.